Angela Rogers.
My mother, who would never let us miss a day in school. Never let us miss a day in school. She straight away was like,
you have pneumonia? In you go.
She was like, no.
Yeah, my mom
literally
booted up the road.
My mum,
for the first time
into bed.
For the first time ever, my mom was like, get out of that school, leave where you can't.
She knew it was affecting you because your spark was probably so.
Oh, it was gross. Anyway,
extinguished.
I think it's time that we talk about something a little bit brighter and a little bit lighter.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's talk about running away from this world and actually going traveling. It's time to start the podcast, people.
Let's have a hot take.
Oh, why did you do it? Well, welcome back to the Glow Home. It is our bonus episode, our hot take with the lovely Terrie McEvoy. She's back.
And we are going to be talking all things travel because you are a travel connoisseur.
I know.
Honestly.
I kind of was. And then,
You're still doing it.
Yeah, we do.
No,
we do.
you are still, you travel more than I do. And you have a child and you're pregnant.
And a dog.
Are you just back or are you going away again?
Going away again. We just came back from Portugal. But like, I feel like in the past, like 3-4 years since COVID, we haven't like done the big travels that we used to. We've been around the world. Like we've been around and back.
Been around the world and I can't find my baby.
I love it. But we've definitely stuck to Europe because like with kids, it's just easier and things
and
like
shorter
that.
flights.
And I said to David, like only recently, I was like, I feel like, because I had booked to go to South America and then COVID happened.
Fab.
And I keep saying to him, I feel like I'm never going to get there. But it's the universe's way of kind of just being like, you wait, honey. You wait.
You love the universe. The universe and you.
Yeah, I know.
That brings... I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, because we just said at the end of the last episode, Sydney has been on 30 flights.
30 flights.
What age is she?
She's 3.
That is wild.
She's got an air club. She needs to have an air club.
Yeah, she should.
My God.
Get those miles.
Get those points.
Like people are like, oh, how is she on the flight? I'm like, she's grand. She literally, I tell her what number seat we're on and she goes to find it. Like she literally walks down the aisle. She knows she's at the window. She gets herself comfy. She knows the drill. Like she's
but you see,
no
it's that
bother.
thing of when you are used to it. Like it happens all the time.
And you normalise it.
Yeah.
This whole protection of the baby's first flight, blah, blah, blah. I think if you get them going from 2 months, 3 months
I have
on.
to say, because it's a production in our house. So we have a family holiday, which we're going on in a week. Yeah. And I'm sure my sister who listens to the podcast won't mind me saying that, like, she is stressed to the hilt on the organisation of getting everything. She has.
There's a lot of bits.
Dylan is like he's like one in a bit
to New York, so I'll give you the name of a place that you can rent baby stuff from. Like you don't bring the stuff, you rent it over there.
I don't know that
they
she
like
would.
their stuff.
They like their stuff.
As in, like they're very particular. And Jenny, don't come for me, but Jenny has like researched which like chair the child could sit in, done every review check in this.
Okay.
Like, it has to be
At the airport last year, bubble wrap.
There was
came
bubble
out.
wrap brought.
So
for the pram.
No, stop. I'm definitely a type C mom or like whatever that one is. It's like
you'd be grand.
You'd be grand. Like, you know, we made I don't think there was a high chair in my house and there was 5 kids. Like there wasn't one high chair. You were fed on the lap or fed in your pram and that was it. Like
I mean fair.
Like you know,
it works.
It works. It absolutely does.
So we're talking about travel. If we were to talk about like the ultimate destination, like where is the number one place that you've been in the world and where is the number one place you want to go to?
Okay, so I can't choose the number one, so I'm going to give you 3. Okay. Sorry, no, I can't because like Southeast Asia is so different to like the Caribbean.
I really want to do Southeast Asia. No, Mark is against us.
Oh my God.
I'm not against it. It's just, it's whenever we go to do it, it's not like always my like number one. I'd rather just rather go somewhere else.
I'm like, I want to go to like one of those White Lotus things in the middle of somewhere like bougie.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
do that. I do that in Hawaii.
Hawaii is cool.
Well, you were in
you
Hawaii.
Did go,
you did go.
Hawaii is not that great though.
Oh my God.
Hawaii is great.
Lanai. If
main
you go to like
islands.
to private island, the not private islands, they're like small islands.
Yeah, I went to Kauai.
Super cool.
But Hawaii itself was a hole. Like I would not go there.
We were in Honolulu. Honolulu was lovely.
I didn't like it. No.
Oh, we were down on the main strip by the beach. It was gorgeous.
But it was America. Like in the sun,
you're right. And to be fair, it was America.
I was there in 2017. That was when me and David left on a one-way flight from Sydney and went around. But my top 3 twice I've done that to him. I'm like, let's go. And like literally left my everything.
How does he deal with that?
Oh, he's not very well.
Yeah,
like,
no, I couldn't.
He only said to me recently, he's like, do you remember that night when you made me, like, because I made him leave Ireland on a one-way flight and then got to Sydney and then made him leave again. But he was like, do you remember that night, like we'd wrapped up our apartment in Coogee, like over in Sydney, and then we were in a tin can in Fiji on like a night later, and we'd nothing to our name because of you. And I was like, yeah.
There's Patricia.
I was like, you had fun though, didn't you? Like, do you know, that was the time to be doing it.
Yeah.
But top 3 places for me, right, would be definitely the Philippines in Southeast Asia. Fabulous.
Filipino.
And then in the Pacific, I would go with New Zealand. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And then in the Caribbean side of the world, like I would go Jamaica. So they're my top
Never
3
done
destinations.
Jamaica.
It's amazing.
I think
It's amazing.
I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica once, but on a cruise. So it was just like we were just one day
pulled
there.
into a port.
I don't think it stops. It stops in
Montenegro or else Kingston.
Oh, it's Montenegro.
Yeah, we went to Montenegro.
I've been to Jamaica then.
Have you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to
Yeah, Montenegro. And there's not somewhere else.
Negril.
No.
Anyway,
Kingston.
Why you call me?
I think we kept saying when we were on the cruise, because we used to go on cruise every year,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
used to go, like it was our thing. But like I never used to get off the boat.
Yeah.
Mark.
It is the best.
Mark, I'm shocked.
We go on
So
cruises.
You're so bougie.
Everyone would just be like, where are we today? And I just used to repeat the same thing. I used to be like, we're Montenegro? Like, where are we? Montenegro? And it was a different stop every day. And I just say Montenegro every day because
Yeah.
I
We're in
wasn't getting
Barbados.
off.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not getting off. Oh, Barbados. I was like,
Barbados.
are we in Barbados?
Yeah.
I was like, I think we're in Barbados.
Yeah.
No idea because I wouldn't get off the boat.
But also, we're not into beaches. Beaches are not for us.
Sand up your hole.
Oh,
all the time.
lads.
Up your
Right,
hole.
okay, you'll hate
No.
Southeast Asia because it's like
Just beach.
Yeah, you have to see. I think you're past Southeast Asia. That's something that you have to do when you've not experienced nicer things. Like it is a slum. Like a slum. Like sometimes you're weaning into holes. Like
And thank you.
No.
Yeah.
Example.
No, not in the hotels that I'd be buying.
yeah, but you're looking at them. But then if you want to experience it, sure. If you're just going for a hotel, then you might as well go to Europe. Like you have to go and
Exactly
experience
my
it.
point. Thank
Like
you,
if you're going to be
Terry.
miserable over
Fuck
there, you'll be the
you.
type you'll go over there and get dengue fever and
Yeah, I
like
probably
die in your
would.
hotel room
Yeah.
for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like ah.
Yeah. Because I ate some street meat
But
off
this-
the
I
corner.
know,
like,
I know.
This is the thing
Like,
that I
I
always
ate
think with Paul. Paul's like, oh,
scorpions.
we want to go to like Southeast Asia or whatever. Paul doesn't like
Asia?
to on any Asia. When you go on holidays, you just want to lie by the pool and stay in the hotel.
You'd probably
Yeah,
be
I
a
do.
bit miserable then. But like go and experience it. Like you don't know until you go.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a little ladyboy show.
Oh my God. Well, do you want to hear what happened to me? Right. So I was 23 in Bangkok and we got dragged into one of these shows and they were like, they can shoot darts out of their
Yeah.
Marys, like, you know,
Yeah.
to pop balloons. Right. So we went
A
in.
dart.
Yeah.
Darts, they can. Right, so me and my friend went in and we were like, ha ha ha, watching this show. And then they start coming over and putting paint on us. And we were like, ha ha ha, paint. And next thing you know, the door is closed. And out of nowhere, like these men and women were like, give us like 1,000 baht. And we were like, we don't have that. And they were like, give us 1,000 baht. And I was like, oh my God. And they were like, you're not getting out of here. And they were like, we know the mafia. And I was like, you know the mafia? I know the mafia. Right. And I started like pretending I had no coverage. And they were like, who do you know? And I was like, you wait. Right. And I was on the phone going, yeah, mafia. Yeah, we're down here.
Hello, is that the mafia?
Hello, Mafia speaking.
They just shoot us out then, like, because I was on the phone acting Billy Big Balls, like literally I was like, yeah, you wait, yeah, pew pew, like literally pew pew, yeah. You want to see darts? Yeah. Oh my God, so they kicked us out.
Did they even see the darts? Did you see them do the
No,
darts?
but it all happened so quick. I was only like 22, 23. Anyway, we got thrown onto the street and then we ran into a market and I bought a little holy medal. I was like,
course you
oh,
did.
mommy. I was only in the country like 3 hours.
Saint
like,
Anthony, help
oh,
me.
Our Lady, help me.
Hilarious.
Literally. Yeah, and then in the Philippines.
Right, well, we won't be going there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
great.
for
Okay,
sure.
thanks
Well,
so
that
much.
happens.
Thanks so
And then,
much.
yeah, the Philippines, I could tell you so many stories where I nearly died in this Southeast Asia. But
So like you're
Yeah, don't
traveling
do that.
so much, and obviously a lot of it with David.
yeah.
Does like travel compatibility, how does that go? Like, are you good at traveling together?
Yeah.
Is there like parts that you play each in the travel
Yeah,
piece?
like I just think we're a good team. Like he's my best friend. Like, and we just get on. Like, and when shit hits the fan, we both muck in and
Yeah,
get stuff
yeah,
done.
yeah.
But like over the years, it's different traveling now, obviously, because we've got Sydney.
Yeah.
But back in the day when we were traveling, just the two of us, like I would be the one that would find the places and then drag him there. But
Okay.
he'd be the one that would make it happen. So I always say I'm the engine and he's the driver. So I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I want to go here. I want to go here. And this is what I need to do. And here's the money to do it. And then he'd be like, okay, let's make it happen.
Okay.
And I definitely feel like when David met me, he was just so fixated on living in LA and that's what he wanted to do with his life. And it was LA or nothing. Yeah. Like when we first got together, like
didn't know that now.
Yeah, we'd been on 3 dates and I was like, so I'm going to Thailand and I'm not going to be back for 3 weeks. And then he's like, when are you back? And I was like, oh, this date. And he was like, well, I'm going to LA and I'm going to be over there for 3 months. And I was like, oh, so we're not going to see each other for like 4 months. And he was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I went to Thailand, came back, was really sad because I missed him. Went to Ibiza, broke my arm, couldn't nurse because infection control. And then went over to LA to him then. And
it all works out.
Yeah. So it worked out. But he was
here's
like,
the universe again.
Yeah, I know. Jesus, he'd be sick of me.
Sorry, I might actually go on to David because I need someone to find a way to get me to Ibiza on Wednesday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Yeah, basically my friend Lisa's over there and I was supposed to fly tomorrow, but now I can't. So I now need to find a way to get there on Wednesday, but I can't get flights, but we're working it out.
Yeah.
Grand. Do you know why?
Fine.
Because I do everything.
You're going to have to fly in on Tuesday, no?
I do the flights.
Yeah,
I do the
you do
hotel.
that.
I do the itinerary. I book the transfer going to and from. I do it all.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, that would be David. Like I give him the destination. You should do that TikTok. Hi, my name is Mark.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did that in a hotel. Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I
need to do the passenger princess.
I bring the energy.
The one who's like, and then I'm spinning round the ballerina.
That's me. I actually do. Now, to be fair, I play my part. Like I do lots of other things.
Yeah, you pay for it.
I pay for
which
it.
You should
Basically, I didn't want to say that, but I'm like, I pay for it. So.
We have the same relationship.
I'm like, look, I pay for it. And also, there have been occasions, because obviously, so the thing with me and the travel thing is, I obviously have to do that all in work, all day, every day,
Once
organising everything and doing
so you hand
if there's
it
a trip
over.
doing, I have to do all those things. So when I have to do it for personal, but the thing is when I do have to do it, I'm so efficient at it because like London that I booked for us, Paul was like, what's going on with London? I was like, it's all done, sorted. Done in like 2 minutes.
And he was shook.
Had flights, a beautiful hotel.
Mark throws money
and you
at
guys
the problem.
had the Patron,
a Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper.
Aren't they unreal?
They were unreal.
Divine.
Me and
sat there.
Me and Terry were on a trip with Saul, and basically we walked past a hotel and we were supposed to be going home, and Terry was like, "No, we can't leave. We have to go in there for a cocktail." Went in to the Nomad Hotel. Had
Did you know about it before?
Yeah,
Okay.
Paul Mescal had said it was the best burger. Mescal had the best cheeseburger in there and the best spicy margarita. So we went in.
Okay.
And we had them. And then when I seen the hotel, I was like, I know this hotel. I literally ran. He ran after. He's like, where are we going? I was like, two Sergeant Peppers. Two.
Yeah. And then we actually had 4.
I'd say you were locked because one was like enough.
Yeah. So then we stayed there that weekend. It was lovely.
It's great.
It was lovely.
When it comes to packing, are you chaotic?
Chaotic.
Overpacker, underpacker?
Overpacker, chaotic. Like kitchen sink, get it all in. Rather need it and not have it, and have it not need it.
Do you roll?
Sometimes.
Do you
it's
roll?
a bit of a mix. It's like,
do you roll?
It's like I start off good. I'm like, this is where this is going. And then as I go, I'm like, where was that? And then it's done. Like,
no.
I am
I'm
highly
not.
efficient.
I'm the same as Terry. I'm like, well, no, I'm not the same as Terry. I am a serious overpacker. I just bring everything.
Mark literally takes his wardrobe
and puts it in the bag.
And then because I'm very efficient, half of it goes into my bag.
That's
and
oh my God, we just relationship.
Rots me because I am like, I wanted that space in my case. That space is not for you.
For what?
Oh my God.
I just wanted to put something into it.
David wanted to share a case with Sydney recently. He's like, we don't need 3 bags. Me and Sydney have such little clothes. And I was like, yeah, but I need half of your case.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
no.
Like, give a girl a break.
Yeah.
And what about carry-ons?
I hate carry-ons with kids. Beforehand, I would have carried about 20 bags as long as I had enough. But now, no carry-ons. If you're listening and you have kids, you need your hands free. Don't do it to yourself. Check it in. Good luck. It's the best 20 euro, 30 or whatever you'll ever spend.
It is. Yeah,
Get rid of the bags.
Yeah. I love even if I don't have kids, even going on a carry-on, I just put the carry-on under.
Rots me.
Oh, I don't understand people who don't check in.
No.
People like
and then the
those
anxiety of
15
taking it off, you know, like, especially Ryanair.
Yeah, well,
We won't say. Do you fly with Ryanair?
So when
we have
Are you
to.
a snob?
No, like
No, we do
would.
Aer Lingus.
We do Aer Lingus. Aer Lingus is gorgeous, but we do Aer Lingus when we can. But if we have to fly Ryanair, it's not a big deal. It's fine.
Like, would you, say,
like
for
Ibiza,
example,
there's only flights with Ryanair from Ireland
Aer
to
Lingus
Ibiza.
don't fly there anymore.
Yeah.
They won't fly because it was so hectic.
I can imagine
But if you had a flight, say, for Ryanair or Aer Lingus, and there's €200 in the difference, who would you fly with?
Aer Lingus.
Would you?
Yeah.
You'd spend the €200. Yeah, kind of the same.
Yeah. Because actually, when it comes down to it, if you travel a lot, you know that like when you get to the Ryanair thing with all the add-ons, it actually ends up being the extra like maybe 150 or more.
I think I was we're going on a girls' trip in September, and the Ryanair flight was dearer than Aer Lingus. I think there's a perception that Ryanair is always cheaper.
And Aer Lingus, you can change your flight times as well. Like, you can rock up and be like, can I get on the earlier flight? Like, especially with London. That's very handy. Very handy.
Okay, last thing.
Okay.
Last question. Travel influencers and content creators, are they helpful or not helpful?
As somebody who has, like, back in the day, travel to all those places where it's very Instagrammable, they can be very unhelpful because they create this beautiful content and then you get there and it's such a letdown.
It's not, it's filtered or
particularly Bali, Southeast Asia, it's overcrowded. You have to Santorini, for example.
Oh my God, did you see that thing?
Yeah, I did
Santorini, it's like influencer, like
I've done it. I've gotten there for my honeymoon and I was like, this is where I want to go, and I got there and there was a queue and I was like, absolutely not, like I'm not doing it. Like so they can be very unhelpful in that sense. But if you find like really authentic, good travel influencers, they'll just tell you as it is.
My favorite thing to do is when I'm on TikTok, like when we went to Prague, I just search cool spots in Prague.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily an influencer.
No,
they're just a tourist.
That's
I love this little place.
TikTok is great for that. Like, good.
I love people like Sarah Hanron, I Come Undone.
She
does such a good job of like just lists of things, like of restaurants and stuff that you're like, that's a good thing, which I enjoy.
Following as a mom now, like when I see somebody going to a hotel, like and they do like a review, I find that so helpful because I'm like, right, what's there for Sydney? That kind of travel is good. But you need the authentic travel.
You don't want the aesthetic content creators who are like this beautiful place.
Done with that, so done. That's so 2017, so 2018.
You want the like what does it actually look like? What's the experience?
What am I going to get when I get there?
Airbnb or hotel?
I love an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So I used to love. No, I've actually never enjoyed hotels. Never.
Really?
No, I much prefer having a kitchen. I don't like necessarily like. I am a foodie, right? But I don't necessarily like want to go out for breakfast every morning. Like I'd much rather try on toast and eggs, and that'll do me.
Okay.
And I just like that. And then especially with kids, like it's better to have a bit of space. Like we've done two or three. Sorry.
It's okay.
2 or 3 hotels recently with Sydney. And
I know that must be traumatic for you.
Oh my God, there's no room. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm there's no room. It's great. It's fab. But like, I think when you go from an apartment to that, it's really hard. So I much prefer an Airbnb. But like, I prefer like we use booking.com. We book like villas or like apartments on that. And it's just so much nicer because you're living in a space then, like rather than just being squashed into a hotel.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like ringing down to reception, can I get milk for the baby's bottle? No, I need a fucking Whopper fridge. I need a fridge with like, and like, she's like, Mommy, I'm hungry. Like
they're always hungry.
They're like gremlins. I like to have fruit and stuff like that.
That's why see the no child life. The hotel is like a lovely thing. It's so nice.
Live it up. Like
we are.
We're dialing into the no kid life.
And it's great. Like after days like this and all, we just come home and it's silent.
That's so quiet.
I know, it's chaos. Stay here. Stay as long as you can.
If you want to stay, you can just go into the front room. And
I'm telling you.
Terry's like, recording went over by 6 hours. Sorry, guys.
So sorry.
I'll be back in September. Like I have to record another pod with them and come back absolutely patriciaed. Like
it's actually wild.
Do an evening with.
It's actually wild because like we obviously are very like involved with my family and like their kids, and we go out and we do spend like time with a good amount of time with kids, and we look after them, we babysit them, we do all the things. And when we arrive back into this house, Paul comes in here, I go upstairs, and we just sit in absolute silence.
Aren't you so lucky that you have that though? The best of both worlds.
We are very lucky from that perspective.
I have one more question.
Okay.
I have one more question.
Oh, okay. Yay. I wonder are we going to ask the same one?
Go for it.
Airports, are you a stress head or are you cool, calm, collected?
There's nothing to be stressed
What about David?
Stressed. Yeah, a little bit stressed. Yeah, he would be stressed. But like, I'm like, why are you stressed?
I see. I'm the exact same as you because I think I'm just so used to the airport. It's like second nature. I'm like, it's no big deal.
A train station.
Paul So Paul can't handle. He needs to get on the plane when the gate opens.
No,
not when it opens. Like, okay, and he always. This is a story.
I think I know what you're going to say. Do you like to go to the gate to see if it exists? Because I like that. I do. So right, for example, if it's like gate 130, I like to go to the gate,
see it,
know where it is. Okay, there it is. Nobody's getting on, and then I go get me bits.
No. Yeah. So this is what he never lets me live this down, right? So him and Julie are the exact same. His best friend are the exact same, and me and Keith are very similar. We're going to America, and we were going to America
Miami. No, were we not going to Sweden or somewhere?
No, we were going to America to go to a cruise.
Okay,
wrap it up.
You didn't even know where the cruise is going.
You didn't. Anyway, they were on final calls. Nobody in the queue. And then Mark was like, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom."
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, that would stress me out.
Yeah,
that would stress me out.
Where did I go? In and I checked on.
But
went without him.
Yeah,
100%. Because if he missed the flight, that was his problem.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so final call.
Me and Julie were fine.
Nobody.
We got on the flight.
There was nobody there. Nobody there.
Mark wasn't allowed on a flight back from London before.
Oh yeah.
Just like, no room for you, sorry. And he was just like, yeah, no problem.
No, that wouldn't bother me. It's just
getting there.
Remember they lost my bag then as well.
Yeah, you had such a bad time and you were like once you're all right, Terry, I was like, God.
Just get Terry on the flight and then we'll be grand. Someone else said us that time.
Louise, was it?
No, we bumped into that was just us.
Oh, sorry, I remember that other time.
Yeah, it was just us. No,
and
somebody else.
Tara was someone else there.
We got rid of them.
No,
that was another time. We're mashing two together.
Yeah, but what was it? Because there was that time as well.
London
there was a standby thing. Yeah, there was 2 years I was getting on the flight, trying to get on the flight.
No, you're talking about Tara and Louise with Hawaii and
Memphis. No, I'm not.
Somebody else was going to another hotel. Oh, they stayed on. It was Sophie. Sophie stayed on and went on another flight. You switched her flight.
Yeah, okay,
I think.
Oh, so sorry.
Something happened. Everyone got home. Anyway, last question to finish it off. Where is your next destination, like on your bucket list?
Bucket list would be South America for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do Machu Picchu. Like I want to trek. I want to do that. And I said it to Dave. I was like, I would love to do it with my friend Elaine because I keep saying it to her, and I might do it next year, but like just with her. But David's a bit devo because like he wants to do it together. But I can't bring two kids.
No.
But I might do it next year because I feel like I've been wanting to do it for like years.
Well, you can also say it to David in the sense that like you're going to check it all out and that you can do it again together.
Like when we were potentially going to South America this year, I was putting off like trying to conceive. I was like, because we wanted to have a baby this year, and I was like, I will push that out if we're going. Like, and David was like, I can't believe you're going to be going to South America. And I was like, no, but that's
it'll
my
happen.
next.
It'll happen.
It will. I have a feeling I'm going to be there next year, but that's definitely next on my list. Like I want to do that.
Amazing.
Yeah,
we need to get our bucket list together.
Yeah,
I'll write one for you.
Yeah, do.
I'd love to. I'd like give you all the places I think you'd love. Now that after talking to you, I'm like,
slums.
I don't know about Southeast Asia for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I'd love Mexico, but like a really
stunning
hotel.
Yeah, Mexico. I feel like again the universe keeps me away from Mexico. Oh. Yeah, I've tried to go 3 times.
Mexico.
I know. I feel like I'll go and lose a kidney or some water.
Probably you will.
Yeah, I go. Don't drink the tequila.
Terry be like, I've stitches here on my left side. I'm like, that's because you've no kidney.
You'd be like, no kidney. You'd be like, do you know when Fat Amy gets the tattoo of the lizard on her back? And she's putting the peas.
Or the cartel.
It is. It's in Pitch Perfect. No, it's in Bridesmaids. Sorry,
I was like, it's not. It's in Bridesmaids.
It's Rebel Wilson.
I feel like the cartel will rock up and I'll be like, well, I'll get my cartel, right? Yeah. Oh, do you know the mafia? I know the mafia.
Cartel. Yeah. Hello, cartel.
You know the coffee bean industry? I'm good at that.
1-800-CARTEL.
Hello.
Anyway,
it's me.
Terry, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That is it for our hot take this week. Obviously, make sure to tune in next Wednesday when it will just be me. It'll just be me and Paul.
It'll be us, and you can always follow us on Spotify, like, comment, rate us, and you can always drop us a little email at hello@glowhomepod.com.
Amazing. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.